Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. In this video I'm going to cover how to subtract fractions with unlike denominators. So I wrote down the steps here we have to take. You have to remember these very good. So first we have to find the least common denominator or the least common multiple between the two denominators. After that we're going to rename the fractions to make them match up so we can subtract. Then we can subtract, and at the last step, we have to simplify the fraction. So, for number 1, we have a 6 and a 12 as denominators, so we don't have a common denominator to start with, so we can't subtract yet. The first thing that we need to do is find the common denominator, and we can do that by finding the least common multiple between our denominators. We want the least because smaller numbers in value are generally easier to work with, and this will help cut down on simplifying in the end once we get to our answer. So, to find the least common multiple, we can just write down a list here below. So, we can do 6 first. So, the multiples of 6 is 6, 12, 18, 24. And we're going to do 12 as well. So, 12. And we don't have to go further. As you can see, we found the common multiple, the least common multiple specifically. So after that, we have to rename the fractions. So we have to turn this 6 into a 12. To do that, we times it by 2. And because you times the denominator by 2, you have to times the numerator by 2 as well. So we get 10 12th. And here we don't have to do anything because we don't multiply the 12 by anything. So we can just write it down like this. Now the denominators are the same. We can start subtracting. And to subtract fractions, we only subtract the top numbers, so the numerators. So 10 minus 3 equals 7 12th. Always look to simplify the fraction, but in this case, this is your most simple way of writing the fraction. So this will be your answer of the first example. Now, on to the second example. Okay, now for the second example, we have 9/10 minus 2/4. As you can see, the denominators aren't the same, so we have to find the common multiple to make them both the common denominators. So, let's write down a list of 4 again. Start with 10, then 20, 30, and 40. And now for the 4, 4, 8, 12, 16. As you can see, we don't have a common multiple here, so we just extend the list. After 16 comes 20. Then we have the least common multiple. So 10 times 2 equals 20. So we do times 2 here and times 2 here. Then we get 18 20th. But right over here, we have times 5, because 4 times 5 equals 20. Times 5 and times 5. So we both times them by 5, because if you times the denominator, you have to do the same with the numerator. So 18 20th minus 4 20th, like this. Now we can just subtract the two. So 18 minus 4 is 14, and we leave the denominator as it is, and 20. So, as I said, always look to simplify the fraction, and here we can obviously simplify it. To simplify this, We can do both divided by 4, like this, divided by 4. I just saw I made a mistake while making the fractions. I times the 2 by 2, but I also have to time this by 5. People often make this mistake, and it's pretty common, but if you can see it, it's not a problem. So we're going to start over. So 18 minus 10 is 8/20. Now we can find the biggest common fraction, which is 4. So divide them both by 4, and we get 2, we get 2/5. So this will be your final answer of the second example. I hope you guys understand it now. If you have a question, you can always ask them in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel Mr. Mathz, and hope you guys have a great day. See you guys in the next video. Bye.